Hello everybody, Zachary Fruling, aka Cozy Azeroth here. I'm working my way through a series of sound demo programs for the Texas Instruments TI-99/4A home computer. These programs appeared, that I'm working on right now anyway, appeared in Home Computer Magazine. This is Volume 5, Number 6 of Home Computer Magazine, and the author of these programs, including this one I'm working on now, is Scott Williams. The program I'm going to do now is called Motor Rev. I'm going to read the brief program description, get into TI Basic and the Classic 99 emulator, which emulates a TI-99/4A on a modern PC, type the program in, run it, see what we can learn from it, and see what we can make it do. Okay, Motor Rev. By mixing several sound effects together, we can create a more complex simulation. Program 3 produces a very familiar sound, a car having difficulty starting up. The car motor turns over 8 times, then starts and slowly revs up. The engine holds a steady RPM for a few seconds and then slows until it stops. A 4 next loop in lines 110 through 140 handles the initial turning over of the engine. We use a noise setting of -8 with a third tone controlling the pitch of the noise. The loop counter then alters the frequency of the third tone, making the noise's pitch change. In the first call sound statement, the volume is at its maximum level of 0. In the next sound statement, we decrease the volume to 5 and alter the frequency of the third tone to drop the pitch slightly. This results in the whirring sound of the crankcase turning over. The second 4 next loop starts the pitch of the noise channel at a very low level so that you can hear only clicks. These clicks increase in frequency with an increase in the frequency of the third tone, providing the thrumming noise of an idling engine. The next loop holds the idle tone for a few seconds. The final 4 next loop takes the pitch of the noise from its high idle back to a slow clicking. Okay, let's get over to the program, which is right here. Right here, Motor Rev. Let's zoom in a bit so we can make this easy to type in. Give me a sec to get set up here. Let's see, maybe one more. There we go, that should do it. Motor Rev. Alright, let's get into TI Basic. This is the TI-99/4A start screen in the Classic 99 emulator. We'll press any key to begin. Press 1 for TI Basic. Let's just double check we don't need Extended Basic here. No, to me it looks like just plain old TI Basic is fine. Let's get typing. Okay, 100 rem Motor Rev. $110 for Z equals 128. $120. Call sound. Okay, so let's be careful here. We have -100, 110. $30, 110. 30, 2800 plus Z. 30, 2800 plus Z times 50. Sure we got that right? 2800 plus Z times 50. Okay, comma 30. -8 and 0. -8 and 0. 130. Another call sound statement. Call sound. Type these in carefully so don't make any mistakes here. -100, 110. $30, 110. $30, 2700 plus Z times 50. 30, 2700. Let's just double check here. Plus Z times 50. Yep. Plus Z times 50. Is that all? No. 30, -8, and 5. 30, -8, and 5. Okay, 140, next to Z. 150. For Z equals 300 to 3000. For Z equals 300 to 3000. Step 60. 160. Call sound. Negative 100, 110. 10, 120. 10, Z. 30, negative 8, and 0. 30, negative 8, and 0. 170. Next, Z. Notice that we can use the same variable for our two sequential for next loops without any problems. Okay, 180 for TD. TD, this author seems to use the variable TD for time delay. So for TD equals 1 to 70. $190, call sound, which is weird because it's not really being used as a time delay here, it's being used to loop this sound. Okay, 190, call sound. Negative 100, 110. $10, 120. 10, Z. 30, negative 8, and 0. 30, negative 8, and 0. 200. Next, TD. And in doing these videos of these programs, I'm resisting the urge to make any changes. I want to type the programs in exactly as written unless there's an obvious error. Okay, 210 for Z equals 3,000 to 200. For Z equals 3,000 to 200, step negative 100. 220, call sound. This is our last call sound statement. Negative 100, 110. 10, 120. 10, Z. 30, negative 8, and 0. 230. Next, Z. All right, let's clear the screen, list out the program. We're looking for any typos, math errors, syntax errors, anything of the sort. And I was pretty careful so I don't anticipate anything. And just because we don't see it doesn't mean there aren't any problems. But nothing seen at a glance. Let's get a screenshot of the whole program here. And let's run it and listen to this motor rev. Does sound like a motor getting up to speed. Almost like an aircraft motor. And then the motor winds down. And there it is. Let's go ahead and run it once more. I'm going to be quiet, and in fact I'll even mute myself so you can listen to just the program. So I'm going to mute myself, hit run, type enter after hit enter after typing run, and we're going to listen to the whole sound effect minus my voice for posterity here. Okay, here we go. Okay, well there you have it, folks. That was Motor Rev by Scott Williams in Home Computer Magazine. That was the Volume 5, Number 6 issue of Home Computer Magazine. Fun little program, you know. It's actually for a TI Basic sound effect program. That was a pretty cool little demo. That one, a couple of the other programs I did by Scott Williams weren't as effective. I didn't think the siren was as effective, but this one I thought was smooth and effective. Sounds like a motor revving up and winding down. Very cool. In any case, if you're watching this after the fact on my YouTube channel, be sure to check out the rest of my YouTube channel. You can find it under my real name, Zachary Fruhling, or under my Twitch handle, Cozy Azeroth, for lots more TI-99 4A content, retro programming, retro gaming, World of Warcraft live streaming, and miscellaneous educational videos on a wide variety of topics of interest to me, both professionally and personally. And if you're watching this live on Twitch, same thing. Please check out my YouTube channel for all the above. And if you're watching on YouTube, please check out my Twitch channel under Cozy Azeroth, which is a little nod and a tip of the hat to my favorite modern game, World of Warcraft. In any case, I appreciate the enthusiasm for these TI-99 4A streams. There's lots more to come, don't worry. I've got a long list of videos I want to do. And I appreciate any likes and follows and especially subscriptions, which do help me out greatly in these very challenging and very disturbing and troubling financial times. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next video with the next TI Basic or TI Extended Basic type-in program. Thank you very much.